Now we're doing problem 9-3. Read through this entire problem before you start it. Put me on pause. Okay, now in this problem, what we're looking at is we're going to use what we know about straight angles and vertical angles to find out what the measure of angle C, H, and W are. We're still looking at those same figures that we were looking at before, figures 1, 2, and 3, right here. So let's take a look at the first one, C. So we're supposed to know or use what we know about straight angles. And a straight angle is this flat angle that adds up to 180 degrees. Or we can also use what we know about vertical angles. So we haven't talked about vertical angles yet. You probably heard about them last year. Vertical angles are opposite angles that are formed by the intersection of two lines. These vertical angles, these opposite angles, are congruent, or in other words, they have the same measurement. Their measurements are equal. So these two angles have equal measurements, and these two angles here also have equal measurements. So how can we use that to help us find the measurement of angles C, H, and W? Well, if we take a look at C, we can see that it is formed by the intersection of these two lines. So if we wanted to find the vertical angle that matches up with C, all we have to do is look across here to A. So C and A are vertical angles. They are formed by the intersection of two lines, and they are on opposite sides. So because we know that A is equal to 107 degrees, we know that C is also equal to 107 degrees. So now we're supposed to find H, and what I would like you to do is find H and W yourself. So we know that H is formed by the intersection of these two lines. So we know that it is a vertical angle with F. So you should be able to figure out what the measure of H is. And same thing over here for W. We know that W is a vertical angle that is formed by these two intersecting lines. And so N and W are pairs. So if we know what the measure of N is, what's the measure of W?